Hello, beautiful sister. I'm Kalea Wheeler. And there's a conversation I keep having with women in midlife and beyond, and maybe I would have with you too. It starts after the roles you've spent most of your life living have suddenly ended, and the questions begin, usually quiet, almost whispered, like a secret you're afraid to say out loud. I don't know who I am anymore. What now? Just last month, I sat with a beautiful woman who had lived through this. Years in a relationship that so slowly she didn't even notice at first, pulled her away from her spiritual work, her business, her very essence. Maybe you know this story. Maybe you've lived it too. And if you have, I want to tell you what I told her. Sister, you did nothing wrong. And staying so long, losing yourself in a relationship like this, that was never a character flaw. It was old conditioning. From the time you were a little girl, you were very possibly taught that your needs come last, that keeping the peace mattered more than keeping your voice being heard, that love meant sacrificing who you were, dimming your light so others could shine brighter. So you learned to shapeshift, to become what others needed you to be. The perfect wife, the devoted mother, the reliable friend, the accommodating partner. And somewhere along the way, you forgot that underneath all those roles, there was always a woman with her own dreams, her own knowing, her own sacred purpose. I know this because I lived it too. In my 9-year marriage with an over-controlling husband, and again in a 5-year relationship with a narcissist. I had to go through it twice to get the lesson. So I know what it feels like to wake up one day, look in the mirror, and not recognize the woman staring back at me and asking, how did I let this happen? And for me, how did I let this happen again? And so I also know what it takes to come back from that place, to bring yourself back from silence into your voice being heard. It's what I've devoted the last 35 plus years of my life now to walking this path myself and walking beside other women who are ready to reclaim their truth and their voice. And here's what I want you to know. This forgetting, it's not permanent. This losing yourself, it's not final. Because your true self was never actually lost. She's always been here, waiting beneath the conditioning, beneath the years of being told your voice didn't matter as much as everyone else's comfort. And this season of your life, your wise woman season, this is when you begin the excavation. When you dig through those layers and remember who you have always been and who you've now become through all your lived experiences. And yes, you'll need space to grieve for the years you gave away, the dreams you put on hold. You'll need space to rage at the conditioning, at the system that made you believe you were flawed. You'll need space to remember who you were before the world told you who you should and needed to be. And you'll need space to rise again into the fullness of who you've always been and who you are now. This is your sacred return. That moment when you finally say, enough, I am ready to remember who I am and to live my life now for me. So if something inside of you is stirring as you hear this, if you're nodding thinking, yes, this is me, I want you to know something. Your transformation doesn't have to wait. Your sacred return can begin right now. Your voice matters. Your dreams matter. Your truth matters. And this season of your life, it's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been and finally giving her permission to rise. So if you're ready to start your sacred return and step into the wise woman you now are, I invite you to join me. Visit theheartofaloha.com to see how we can walk this journey together. This is your time, sister, to rise, and I am here to guide and help you.